Hello everyone. Oh, Kaka, come here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. As you can see from the title, I am doing a 24-hour reading challenge. I haven't done an all-nighter in quite a while, so I'm a little bit nervous. I took a long nap earlier, kind of to prepare for this, because it's currently 2:25 a.m. right now. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna have a timer on. I'm only gonna time the time that I am reading, so like if I go to the bathroom, or if I take a little break, I will stop the stopwatch. But I plan to do this all in like one go. I'll be choosing from the list. I will be choosing books from the books that I got during Stuff Your Kindle Day. So I downloaded a few, but I don't really read them, so I'm gonna force myself to read them now. First book I will be reading is Stumbling Into Him by Molly O'Hare. It's the first book in Stumbling Through Life series. I guess it's allegedly 3 hours long, so let's get it. Boom. Okay. Getting into it already. 2% of the way in, we already title already happened. Stumbling onto him, she bumped into him. This book is interesting. The girlie is, I guess she thinks she's on the bigger side, but obviously he doesn't think that, and he's like, ooh, of course she's a woman with curves. And I don't even know, honestly. Oh my god, it hasn't even been that long. Oh my god. So, as you can see, it's morning now. I could not hang last night and I decided to go to bed because low-key the book was boring. It's giving 2016 era of girl when they're like, oh my god, you think I'm fat? Oh my god. Or like, they're like, ah, I'm such a klutz. I won the award for being a klutz. Blah 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 blah. I'm over it. So I stopped my clock at, I literally didn't even read for an hour. I read for 39 minutes. Do I want to continue? I feel like I am my hair looks greasy too. What the fuck? I feel like I'm a finisher. I like to finish books. Well, okay, I used to be like that, but I kind of gotten better at just stopping and being like, this is not worth it. I don't know if this book is worth it. Did I even tell you what I was reading? I'm reading this. Okay? This is what I'm reading. Stumbling Into Him. He's already kind of horned up for her and touching her lip because she got her busted lip and he wanted to help her because he ran into her. Part 2. Not really part 2, but I'm gonna try again. It's currently 6:38. Let's get comfy. Let's get loud. Technical difficulties. No, why is it doing this? Guys, my thing keeps going black. Help me. Okay, I'm clicking it to turn on. Clicked it once. And then it does that. It's being bootleg. How? I have to figure this out again. This has happened before. I just charged it. Restart. Okay, it's restarting now. Your Kindle is restarting. Your Kindle is restarting. Okay, we're back in business. Alright, let's get this going. Ugh, she's just the girl. My character is the random type girly, and went to avoid awkward conversations. She's like, Waffles has to pee! Out of nowhere, just yell things. Ooh. This guy obviously doesn't want to talk about his family, and she just keeps going off about his family. She's just like, so you don't like them? Oh, awkward. So what's the deal with your family? Ah! I finished that book. My thoughts on the books will go at the end of the video so that, it's not too boring. Clock is only at 1 hour 38. This is gonna take long. I just am realizing how long 24 hours is. One book done. LED lights are on, you know what that means. It's nighttime. I'm about to get reading. I have the white light on so that you could see me better. Currently 1:21. Next book I'm reading is called Scoring Sutton. It's a reverse grumpy / sunshine sports romance by Jennifer Bonds. I'm gonna change my light color. Sorry. I look scary. Current time on the clock. And let's start. The next day again, but update. I almost finished Scoring Sutton book. I like this book way better than the other one, and this is the reading time I'm at currently when I stopped last night. So I'm gonna read a little bit more. I'm almost done with the book. I'm like 73% of the way. Third act breakup is just like for no reason, but okay. I finished the book. I'm at this time right now, and I'm just realizing this book is a part of a series. This book is also on Kindle Unlimited, so that's lit. I think I'm gonna continue reading the series. Alright, let's see what book I'm gonna read next. I think I'm gonna read this How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days by Lila Monroe. It's a few days later. Ugh, I don't like this angle. I've been reading though, but not recording it, but I'm home again, and so I will. I've just been busy with work and stuff, but I've been reading in between. I haven't made much progress. I barely made a dent. Like my stopwatch wasn't working, so I had to freaking type it down. So I have 6 hours plus 31 minutes plus 3 hours currently. So that's 9 hours and 31 minutes. So 24 minus 9, 15. I have 15 hours left to read. How to choose a guy in 10 days. Is that what it was? Yeah, How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days. Pretty decent. Again, not so bad. Not so bad, but not so memorable. Currently reading Between Commitment and Betrayal by Shane Rose. I don't really know how to say it. I don't know how I feel. Steam is giving, you know, if I'm looking for that at the moment. It's giving that, at least. Characters, they're alright. Not hating it, but not loving it. It's just there, you know? Keep me entertained. That's all I could ask for, I guess. I'm not a picky girl. I'm simple. I'm a simple girl, really. I think I have 13 hours left. Last night I finished Between Commitment and Betrayal, and I thought it was alright. But again, I don't know. I just maybe didn't understand it, or maybe it went too fast. But it was alright. It was enough because of the steam. Anyway, so the next book I'm gonna read, I don't even know. I'm gonna read The Rules of Matchmaking. I think this one, it's gonna be stepping out of my comfort zone. This is the next one I'm going to be reading. I don't know, this is my first time gonna get into this type of book. Let's see how it turns out. Because low-key right now I feel in the mood for a sports romance, but that's not what the rules are right now. Alright, let's get reading. Yeah, yeah. Everybody. Yeah, yeah. Boom, boom. Ah, na, na. Oh wait, am I recording? Alrighty. Is this a funny angle? I don't know. Basically, I'm not even an hour in. I'm 53 minutes in. Looks like it's gonna be a rough one, boys. The book so far, I don't know. I don't really have any particular thoughts about it just yet. I'm still getting to know the characters, still getting to know the world. Some of the words are a little bit like, whoa, I haven't read that word in a while. I don't know. I hope I like this book. I really hope. Like, it would be fun. It's like, it would be a fun read, you know? 9 hours and 29 minutes is what I have left. I did finish that book, the matchmaking one. I liked it. It was cute. I was laughing. I liked their little banter. But now I'm gonna read a fantasy book, which is called Starlight. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I'm interested to get into this. I haven't had anything like this in a long while. Allegedly, this book will take 4 hours to read. Allegedly. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't do it last night. It was like 4 a.m. and I was like, I could try to do it, but I don't know, my eyes just were not working and I was starting to get a headache. And that's it. That's really the tea. Right now, I am 35% of the way in this book. I can't speak. I remember why it's giving Wattpad. Okay, so let me explain. It's giving Wattpad because it's kind of reminding me of werewolf stories. It's just like giving that, and like I forgot, like, why do you saying like? I forget how much I like werewolf type things, like stories, and it's giving that because I have not read a supernatural werewolf story in so long, like mate situation, and this is not exactly like that. This is low-key like that. This is what YouTube people does. And she's like, okay. Yeah, that's what influencers do. You wanna be an influencer, dog? Oh my god. It's currently 2:55. I just finished. Just finished. And I picked up the camera. Starlight, you can't even see it. Oh my god, it just ended in a cliffhanger. And oh my god. I'm so sad. Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. Let's just say betrayal in the worst way possible. Scheming. Bro, I'm literally in shock right now. Like, I cannot. I literally gasped when I found out. Oh my god, what the heck? This book has so many twists and turns. I actually out loud said, what the bleep? officially done. Okay, everything's blurry. Currently, I am 29% of the way through this third book. I'm gonna keep reading, but that's the end of the challenge. I will see you shortly for conclusive thoughts on everything I read. I'm here with some final thoughts on the books I read during this challenge. Stumbling Into Him by Molly O'Hare, Scoring Sutton by Jennifer Bonds, How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days by Lila Monroe, Between Commitment and Betrayal by Shane Rose, The Rules of Matchmaking by Rebecca Connolly, Starlight by Evie Marcoux, Scarbound by the same author, and Star-Crossed, but I didn't finish it during this challenge. The Stumbling Into Him by Molly O'Hare. Didn't really like these books, so that's why when I was reading it in the beginning, I was like, oh my god, these books suck. I can't do this. So I rated it a 1 out of 5 stars and a 2 out of 5 spice. That's undetermined because I forget and I don't remember and I didn't feel like looking through the book again because I was like, this book is not good. I don't really think there's any really other than some teasing. Basically, there is no plot. It's what the title says. The female FMC runs into the MMC at a dog park and she has quirky banter with her dog. She's super, super quirky, very millennial core. And then she's like, oh, of course I run into a super hot guy. Something happens when they run into each other, so he wants to help take care of her, blah, blah, blah. And she finds out he's a vet and she's like, of course he's hot and he's a vet. And then she embarrasses herself and it was so corny. I did not like this, as you can tell. So then it starts looking up from here. I got into this one, Scoring Sutton by Jennifer Bond, and I really liked it. I rated it a 3.5 out of 5 stars and then a 3 out of 5 spice. It's a second chance romance, reverse grumpy sunshine, and he falls first. The plot is basically the FMC has a bad experience with male athletes, per usual, and then she pulls a prank, and she's also an athlete as well, so both of them are athletes. She pulls a prank on the team, on his team, the football team, and then so her punishment is to be a mascot, and then she gets to know the MMC more, and yada yada. Pretty good quick read book, honestly. Next book I read was How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days by Lila Monroe. I rated it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. 3 out of 5 stars and then a 1 out of 5 spice. It's a quick read. I like this book. Why did I say 3.5? 3.5. Oh yeah, 3. Okay. So the reason why I'm rating these things, let me explain my rating system. And 3s are average. So 1 obviously is I hated every second of it. I don't know what happened. Nothing was going on. Okay, so obviously I said 3 is average. 3.5 is a little bit more than average. It's not pushing 4 because 4 is I can't stop thinking about it, and it will I have to keep reading, or that vibe. And this book, where was I? Scoring Sutton, it's in between because I really liked it, and I liked it better than How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days, which is why I had to put it at 3.5 because I don't believe they're the same score, the same rating levels, so that's why I said 3.5, but it's not at 4 because obviously I forgot plot, and so I'm that's not a 4, because 4 is I'm thinking about it. And then a 5, honestly, a 5 will be I will never forget the plot, Akatar, I will remember. So I think that's what a 5 is. I don't know, it's hard between 4 and 5 because I feel are books ever truly a 5? I don't know. I think that's just a personal thing for me. I feel no book could be truly perfect, but I just need to let that notion go. Anyways, okay, so then what was I talking about? How to Choose a Guy in 10 Days, 3 out of 5 stars, 1 out of 5 steam, which was fine because this was a really quick read, so I wasn't really looking for much. And I normally like my steam a 3, average. 3, 4. That's where I like my steam at. That would probably be my perfect book. So FMC is a professional stylist and wants a promotion. There's a little competition for the promotion, which they have to make over a loser. Their competition has to choose that loser for them, and her loser that she gets just so happens to be her next door neighbor, which she hates, and he's a slob. But they get to know each other, and then he fixes himself up because he had some reasons why he's like that. And there's a third act breakup, which was very unnecessary, especially for this one. It was fine. It was a fine book. Next book I read was Between Commitment and Betrayal by Shane Rose. I did a 2.5 out of 5 stars and then a 4 out of 5 steam. It's a billionaire romance, fake marriage, dad's best friend / partner. I don't know. It's more a partner, business partner. Basically, the plot is the female main character's estranged dad dies, and in his will he says that the FMC has to marry the MMC, which was his business partner, which they kind of have met before. He just so happens to always be protective of her and is always like, oh, it's because your dad told me to, like, vibe. So they have to marry each other and blah blah blah, you know, kind of basic. There was a lot of steam though. Very random. I feel like, was it giving though? Was the steam giving? I don't think it was giving. I feel like I didn't even like really process this book, honestly. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, so next book I read was Rules of Matchmaking by Rebecca Connolly, and I did a 3 out of 5 stars and then a 1 out of 5 steam. Obviously, because it's a Regency romance. It was like cute and good. That's what it is. Cute and good. It was easy to get into for it to be a Regency romance. It was not that hard to understand. There's a little plot twist, but basically the summary is the FMC and the MMC have to attend a like week-long ball party thing off in the countrysides, hosted by a very high noble person, Duke, I don't know. Their friends kind of hit it off, but they're awkward with each other, so they make it their goal to matchmake them and make them know each other more. You know, and they get to know each other while matchmaking their friends, things like that. It was a decent read. I think I'll continue this series. Oh yeah, and then Scoring Sutton is also a series, which I will also be continuing. And then next is, I'm gonna like put all these 3 in together a little bit, like summarizing wise. So I read Scarlight, and I did a 3.5 out of 5 stars and a 1 out of 5 steam. So basically, this book is about female main character as a young girl, got attacked by wolves, and the MMC saves her, and they both get scars in the process. And then this is like a fantasy Viking-ish. It's like a mixture of multiple fantasy supernatural tropes, I would say. So there's like different regions and stuff like that, and she's in the main one, has like the most, like the best land, and so he's from a different region or kingdom, and so in his like area, I don't know how to call that, in his kingdom, in their tradition and their like culture, it's like when they save someone, they're kind of like bound together, kind of like invisible string, like. He thinks it's his responsibility to protect her now, blah blah blah. Fast forward, this was when they were like 8 years old. Fast forward 10 years later, they have another like meeting thing where all the kingdoms come together, and there's an uprising that happens, and she has to escape, then learn how to live life after the attack and learn her family's secrets. Yeah, not much steam. And also, I don't know, the thing that with this series, it would have been really really good for me, but I guess it's like a retelling of like the 3 bears, like maybe like a Goldilocks situation. So there's like 3 brothers, and you know, of course there's like a flirty brother who flirts with the main girl character, and it's kind of giving, it's like, you know, almost like a why choose trope. I thought it was almost gonna go there and I was gonna hate it, or like a love triangle. It was like touching base on that, and I'm not into those tropes, so that's what it really put me off, especially with like brothers. I hate that. The next book, the second book, you know, it's, you know, following the events. I don't want to talk about it too much because, you know, they're all individual. It was all right. Okay, second book I did a 3 out of 5 stars and a 2 out of 5 steam. And then the third book, honestly, 2.5 out of 5 stars, like a 3 steam, 2.5 steam. There was way more steam in this book, but just like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it was just like alright. The series overall was like alright for me. So yeah, those are all my overall thoughts on the books I read during this 24-hour challenge. I did a terrible job where I couldn't do it fully through. I don't know why. I guess I'm not built to stay up 24 hours anymore, but I really want to try doing it straight. I cleared most of the books from my like Stuff Your Kindle Day TBR, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm excited to read some other books. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please give the video a like if you did, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out. Bye!